This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out their website, merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. See what Mark Gordon and the Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer team can do for you. Call 217-445-2631. Heritage Packaging in Lincoln, offering top-notch products and value-driven solutions for Central Illinois. Heritage Packaging offers the right packaging right on time. Learn more online at welchpkg.com or call 217-735-4406. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964, offering full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Stop by the shop at 1000 Commercial Park in Lincoln. Call 217-628-7650 or learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers! Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's Coffee with the Mayor events to ask questions and learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and times. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Experience the difference with Collision Concepts. State Farm Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and he's got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of the Lincoln Lady Railer basketball program for more than 50 years. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wagers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, call 217-737-7581. LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Once a railer, always a railer. Rocking G Land and Cattle, Central Illinois source for superior shorthorn beef cattle genetics. Give Mark a call at 217-737-7905 or call Sheldon at 217-737-7787. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball.
Hey, Railer Nation. We just spoke to you a little while ago. Well, guess what? We're back for game number 2 out of Pool D here at the 47th Annual Dixon Girls Holiday Classic. Both teams are on the floor. We've got 4 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock before we tip this one off. It may tip off even shorter than that. Lincoln, a 53-35 winner over Rockford Christian earlier this afternoon. Led by Grace Bivens, 17 points, 8 points out of Mia Clark, 6 out of Lily Holmes. Mason McLeod hit double figures with 12. Grace Schneider had a deuce but played a whale of a basketball game. Greg Gilbert had 4. She also played a whale of a basketball game. Sage Gilbert and Ella Schneider each got in the scoring column with a bucket. Emma Hutchinson played and did not score. And in fact, Corey Farmer was able to get all of his bench into the basketball game. Paisley Holmes played but did not score, and she played actually a pretty good basketball game. Had 4 fouls there but did not foul out of the basketball game. This evening it's a little bit different opponent. They play Sterling out of the Western Big Six Conference. There are 3 teams here out of the Western Big Six, including Sterling, Rock Island Alleman, and East Moline United Township. Sterling, during last year's state tournament run, played Washington just about as close as anybody did. And Washington right now is probably the best girls 3A team, at least in downstate. And Sterling is very, very good themselves. Sterling comes into this game coached by Taylor Jackson. They're known as the Golden Warriors. They're 7-2 and 4-1 in the Western Big Six. Corey Farmer's charges Lincoln's Lady Rail Splitters go to 9-3 after the win today and go 2-1 in the Central State 8. And I believe actually Sterling is 8-2 now after their victory. I believe they won earlier today against Rockford Christian. So this game could decide the winner for Pool C, which would throw Lincoln into the game tomorrow night over at the high school, Dixon High School, at 6:30 p.m., depending on how they go here. But getting that first win into the win column is big in this tournament, especially in pool play, because now even if they can't get past Sterling, they could be 1-1 and likely would play in the semifinals of the Silver Championship, which would be held at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon over at the high school. But we wait to see what Lincoln can do against Sterling here. Lincoln was able to push the ball. Their defense played very, very well. And we heard from Coach Jared Shaner, the tiebreaker, we believe, will be points allowed. So if there is a tie, it will be points allowed. And right now we think that Lincoln's in pretty good shape after winning this afternoon 53-35. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the starters and the opening tip-off.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Sterling in the home whites as Nia Harris, a 5'7 junior. Lily Holmes get to tap it up center circle. Tap goes to Sterling. And that goes to Jalen James. Jalen James to Jocelyn James. Ball goes inside. Olivia Gibson. Ball thrown away, and they come out of there with it. Jocelyn Green comes out of there with it. Sterling very, very quick. Lincoln going to have to deal with the quickness, and they threw the ball away and out of bounds. The ball goes to the Lady Rail Splitters. Sterling going to come out in a press. Again, going to utilize their quickness. So Lincoln will have to try and make them pay the price for pressing. They get it inbounds to Grace Schneider. Schneider's got James all over her in a man-to-man press as here there comes the run and jump. Nope. Schneider gets around him. Schneider goes in the corner, Lily Holmes. Lily out front, Mesa, 20-footer on the way. Bang! Oh, no, off the front of the iron. Thought it was going to go in. And rebound comes out to Olivia Gibson. Here she comes the other way. Gibson out front, James. They go inside Green. Green muscles her way in. She traveled the basketball. Good interior defense by Lincoln. 7:16 to go here in the first period, and no score. Mesa to inbounds. Mesa looks inbounds, gets it to Mia Clark. Mia to Lily Holmes, and Lily quickly up the floor. Lily off to Grace. Grace out front, Mesa. Mesa to Grace. Here comes the pick from Greg Gilbert. Schneider around the screen, up and no good, but she got fouled. Let's see who this foul is on. Looks like it might be on number 10. Let's see. Yep, it is on number 10. That is Nia Harris, 5'7 junior. Sterling's not very big, but they're very quick. And Schneider going to go to the free throw line with 2 freebies. First one up and got it. So Grace Schneider draws first blood here with her first free throw. And Lincoln up 1-0. 6:59 to go here in the first period. Second one for the senior point guard. Up and good. Sterling working against the Lincoln press. James in the backcourt to the other James. Jocelyn to Jalen. Jalen across the timeline. Jalen goes in the corner. Gibson. Gibson back out front. Jocelyn. Jocelyn three-pointer on the way. Good. Jocelyn James, a 5'3 junior, launched a three-pointer, and that makes it 3-2 Sterling. Lincoln up the floor to Mia Clark. Back to Lily Holmes. Lily in the backcourt. Lily still in the backcourt. Cross-court Schneider across the timeline. Schneider left wing. Now Lincoln starts in their offense. Sterling in a heavy man-to-man defense. Schneider in the lane. Ball batted away, goes to the floor, and a jump ball is going to be called. It'll stay Lincoln basketball. And Mason McLeod will inbound for the Lady Railers, clad in their green road uniforms underneath the Lincoln basket. In the corner they go Mia Clark. Clark's got Harris all over her. Clark's going to drive in. Fade back, 5-footer up and good. Mia Clark went in the lane, left-handed dribble, backed up a 5-footer, and nailed it. Jocelyn James. Right side, Jalen James. Jalen goes in the corner, Green. Back out front, Jalen. Nice pass under the basket to Gibson. She misses the bunny. Rebound Harris, and Harris just threw it out of bounds. And let's see, is it going to stay up? Green ball. So it goes Lincoln's way. And we'll see if the ladies can capitalize on the turnover. Lincoln up 4-3. 5:42 to go here in the first quarter. Inbounds they go to Schneider. Schneider will work against the man-to-man defense. Schneider quickly to McLeod. 20-footer left side on the way. No good. Rebound. Holmes bats it out of there, and Mia Clark chases it down. Mia, nice little spin move. Mia kicks in the corner. Lily, 3 on the way out of the corner. No good. Too hard. Ball batted out of bounds, and it is off of Sterling, and it'll stay Lincoln basketball. Mesa to inbound. Gets it to Lily. Lily to Mia Clark. In the corner, Mesa. She'll launch another 3. Bang! A collision concepts 3 for Mason McLeod off the left baseline and make it 7-3, ladies. Jocelyn to Jalen. Back to Jocelyn out in front, working against the Lincoln defense. A 2-1-2 offense. Running Harris on the baseline. Actually, Gibson on the baseline. They go to Gibson. Gibson goes inside to Green. Green pushes off on Mia Clark. No call. Back out front, Jocelyn James. Jocelyn to Jalen. Jalen again. The Lincoln defense pretty good tonight. Green in the corner. They go inside Harris. Ball batted away, and a foul going to be called, I think, on Lily Holmes. Lily called for a push with 4:38 to go here in the first period. Lincoln up 7-3. Jalen inbound underneath their basket. She goes inside Harris. Harris snuck in on the defense, and I think Greg Gilbert's going to get picked up on this foul. Somebody lost Harris on the inbounds. And unfortunately, Greg Gilbert had no choice but to foul her and put her at the line. So Nia Harris, 5'7" junior, going to go to the free throw line. First one up and good. 7-4 the score. Substitution will be Brentley Johnson, a sophomore, coming in for Jalen James. Second one up, no good. Hit the backboard. I don't even think it hit the rim. Mia Clark comes out with it, gets it to Grace Schneider. Schneider works it across the timeline. Schneider, left side McLeod. McLeod looking for the cutter. She's got Mia Clark. Mia Gilbert. Gilbert going to drive it in. Gray, reverse layup. Good! Gray Gilbert with a bucket. 9-4 the Lincoln lead. 4:13 to go. Gibson out front against the Lincoln defense. They posted Harris at the free throw line, and Lily Holmes doing a good job front. Her shot no good, and ball batted around and nearly out of bounds. Coming out of there with it was Harris. Gibson threw the ball away, and James chases it down at the half-court line. Brentley Johnson, the sophomore, missed a long three and nearly trebled the basketball. Brentley Johnson apparently is one of their shooters. She got loose again on the right side, but couldn't handle a pass and travel the basketball. 9-4, 3:47 to go here in quarter number one. And they go to Schneider. Schneider going to take it all the way, and Schneider was fouled by Jocelyn James. And Grace going to go to the free throw line again. Snyder, the 5'3" senior. Lefty eyes it up and around and out. Second one for the 5'3" senior. She eyes it up and rolled it home. So Snyder has 3 out of 4 free throws here in the first quarter, and Lincoln up 10-4. Jocelyn James out front. Rockford Christian going to try and spread things out. They're running a little bit different, run a double high post, trying to pick off the wings. James looking for somebody. They go in the corner. Back out front, Jocelyn James. James across to Johnson. Johnson, James, three-pointer on the way. No good, not even close. And Harris saved it inbounds. Harris spin move, throws it to Jocelyn James down the lane. She was fouled. And I think Mason McLeod may get nailed on this one. Foul is on Mason McLeod. That's 3 fouls on the Lincoln girls here in the first quarter. 3:07 to go. Lincoln up 10-4. Gibson inbounds Johnson. She'll launch a 3 out of the corner. No good. Rebound Gibson. Gibson under the basket. Puts it back up and in. Make it 10-6. Lincoln missed a box out there as Schneider brings it into the front court. Right side, Mia Clark. Mia, Greg Gilbert, the cutter, was fouled by Jocelyn James. No call. And here comes James the other way. James drives on Clark. Bulls into the lane. And we have been blocked off by the official and one of the coaches. And the foul's on Greg Gilbert, and that will be her second. And Jocelyn James going to go to free throw line with 2 shots. Up and good. Make it 10-7. Paisley Holmes in the basketball game for Lincoln, as is Grace Biven. And Greg Gilbert's going to take a seat. Second one for James, up and no good, and Grace Biven, nice screen out, grabs the rebound. Lily Holmes also took a seat. Paisley into the front court. Paisley against Jalen James. Hands off to Snyder. Snyder, great pass. Biven up and good. Just like earlier this afternoon, that great cut and pass to Biven and makes it 12-7. Grace Biven now in the scorebook with a deuce. Jocelyn to Jalen. Both of the James girls out front. In the corner, Johnson. Johnson thought about launching another three. Johnson, the long cross-court pass to Jalen. There he threw the ball away. Jalen back to Johnson in the corner. She'll launch up another three. Good. Brinley Johnson can shoot it, and that is evident. And Lincoln's going to have to be very cognizant of her there in the corner. Paisley across the timeline. Paisley drives in, looks for somebody, gets it to Mia. Mia, nice little spin move. Mia, ball batted away, ball on the floor, and here comes Jocelyn James out with it. Jocelyn goes right in the lane, just travels with a basketball. No call, and Mason McLeod rebounds the missed shot. Paisley ahead to Grace. Lincoln on the run. Here comes Grace. Grace is fouled again. And this one may be on Olivia Gibson. Let's see. Foul was on Olivia Gibson. Her first, team's third. Lincoln's got 4 fouls here in the first quarter, so another foul, and they're shooting no matter what. Snyder up and good. Grace, the lefty. Second of 2. Up and got it. 14-10, the Lincoln lead. Jalen James cross timeline. Left side Jocelyn. Right back to Jalen. Johnson sets up in the corner again. Johnson thought about the long three. Mia Clark got out there on defense. They go inside Harris. Harris goes down the lane. Spin move in the lane. Throws it up and good. Nice move by Nia Harris in the lane. And just like that, with a minute to go, it's Lincoln 14 and Sterling 12. Snyder against Jocelyn James, and Jocelyn's going to get called for a foul. And that will put them at the 4-foul limit. It's the second foul on Jocelyn James here in the first quarter, so Jocelyn James with 2 and Gray Gilbert with 2 here in the first quarter. McLeod to inbounds. Goes to Mia Clark. Clark, 20-footer out of the corner. No good. Air ball. Shot it over the basket. Green with the rebound. They've got a chance to tie or take the lead. Jalen James across the timeline. Left side Gibson. Gibson to Jalen James. 40 seconds on the clock. They go inside Harris. Nice lob pass. And Mia Clark, I think, is going to get called for the foul. Mia Clark called for the foul. That is her first. And going to the line will be Nia Harris. Harris up and no good. 37.2 on the clock. Lincoln up 14-12. And struggling right now to contain Sterling's Golden Warriors on defense. Second one up, no good. Rebound, ball on the floor, and they got it. Here they come, and Gibson, Johnson up, 10-footer, good. And count the bucket, but we're going the other way. And the foul was on Jocelyn Green. Pushing under the basket. The basket does count. We're tied at 14. But Grace Biven's going to go to the free throw line with 30.9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Both teams with 5 fouls here in the first quarter. Biven eyes it, the freshman, up and good. Grace Biven with 3 points. The next one up and good. Got them both. 16-14, the Lincoln lead. Jalen James trying to work around Paisley Holmes in the backcourt. They're still in the backcourt. Harris threw the ball away, grabbed by Mason McLeod. Here comes Paisley in a hurry. Paisley to Grace. They go cross-court Snyder, and Snyder will pull it back out with 15 seconds on the clock. Lincoln may play for the last shot here. Here we go. Snyder looking for somebody. Gets it out to Mia Clark. Pop out three. Is it? No good. Not even close. Rebound, Jalen James. She's coming the other way in a hurry. Jalen James throws up a wild three-pointer. Nope, it goes over the bucket. And at the gun, Lincoln leads the first quarter 16-14. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
School, where another 8 minutes has been put on the scoreboard. Get ready to start the second quarter. Sterling will have the basketball with Lincoln up 16-14 after a wild first quarter. Jalen James, right side, works against, they throw it inside Harris. In the corner they go, Gibson, three out of the corner, good. Wow. This is a good Sterling basketball team as Gibson hits the three out of the corner and puts them up 17-16. Paisley Holmes up the floor in a hurry against Gibson. Paisley 10-foot stop and pop up, no good. Grace Bivens skies for the board, left-handed up, no good. Got pushed in the back, no call. Grace goes in the corner, saves it. And Grace Bivens called for a travel. Sterling is quick and physical, and they can shoot the basketball. They're up 17-16, 7:29 to go here in the first quarter. Jocelyn to Jalen, back to Jocelyn. Jocelyn goes in the corner, Gibson. Gibson throws it inside Green. They go inside Harris. Ball batted away. Good defense by Paisley Holmes, knocking that ball out of bounds. They're inbound under their own basket, looking for somebody. They kick it out to Harris. Harris goes to Green. Green goes in the corner. Jalen James, three on the way. Skies it, no good. Rebound, Mia Clark. Mia to Paisley. Paisley will hand it off to Grace Snyder, and Grace will get the Lincoln offense to running. Snyder into the front court. Lincoln struggling, and Grace just threw the ball out of bounds, threw it way over Paisley Holmes' head. And on the turnover, it'll go Sterling's way. Here come the Golden Warriors. Jocelyn in the corner, Green. Green back out front, Jocelyn. They got Gibson wide open on the baseline. Jalen in the corner, Gibson. She could launch it from there. Baseline, Green. Out front, Jalen. Jalen thought about launching it. She faked a couple of times. She's going to drive it in. Throws it in the corner. Jocelyn, three on the way. Good. They can shoot it. Jocelyn James off the left side, and that makes it 20-16. Snyder into the front court. Right side, Paisley Holmes. Clark in the corner. Back out front, Paisley. Paisley lobs it inside to Grace Bivens. Bivens had a wide open shot, didn't take it, gets it to Mesa. Mesa back out front to Grace. Now Lincoln spreads the floor. Snyder takes it, left side Mesa. Mesa, Paisley. Paisley, kick back to Mesa, 20-footer, top of the key, too hard. Rebound, battle for, ball on the floor, and Jocelyn will come out of there with it. Lincoln having trouble with the James gang here. Jalen out front, trying to drive in, hands off to Jocelyn. 5:31 to go here in the second quarter. Baseline drive by Green, and I think Mia Clark will get nailed for the foul. Let's see here. Mia Clark, that is her first team foul of the second quarter. Jalen kicks it inside Harris, and they lost somebody inside, and Harris with a left-handed shot nails it, and they're up 6, 22-16. Quickly ahead, Lily Holmes in the front court. Lily into Grace. Grace pushing the back by Green, no call, and here they come the other way. This officiating crew did the last game and didn't call a whole lot of fouls either. Out front, Jalen. Jalen in the corner, Gibson. Gibson. Jalen. They go inside Harris. Harris to Green. Green kicks it out. Jalen. She'll throw a three from the top of the key. No good. Rebound. Bivens skies for it. Lincoln needs a bucket here. They got to stop. Now they need a bucket. Schneider, front court. Handoff to Mia Clark. Clark. Left side, Mesa. Mesa, Lily. They go into Bivens, threw the ball away. Green steps into the passing lane, takes it away. Here they come the other way. Jocelyn out front. Again, the James sisters operate out front as their guards. Jocelyn goes in the corner. Gibson. Gibson to Green. They had Harris inside again. Gibson stop and pop from 10 feet. No ball on the floor. Nobody there from Lincoln. Jocelyn, a three-pointer top of the key. No good. Rebound, Grace Bivet. 3:57 to go here in the half. Schneider. McLeod, right side. Looking for Holmes as the cutter. Mia Clark, 20-footer, top of the key. Banked it home. Lincoln needed that bucket. Even getting it off the glass, so it's 22-19. The lead cut to 3. Jocelyn from Jalen. In the corner, Gibson. Back out front, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, left-handed dribble. Left side. Looks to Green baseline. No, back out front, Jalen. Sterling seems content to slow the game down just a little bit. Jalen's going to drive in, now kicks it out. Green drives baseline. Green runs into a wall of Green. They throw it back out to Jocelyn James. Jocelyn. Count is on, gets it to Gibson left side. Gibson back to Jocelyn. Got Jalen in the corner. They go to Jalen in the corner. They go baseline Green. Green back to Jalen. Jalen drives against. Oh, no. Drove against Grace Biven, ran right into her. And the call is on Grace Biven. 2 fouls on Lincoln. They throw it into Harris above the defense, and there is a foul, and maybe Gray Gilbert. Let's see. Yep, Gray Gilbert, and that is Gray's third. Nia Harris going to go to the free throw line for Sterling. 2:49 to go here in the half. Harris first went up. Nope. Way left. Lily Holmes back in the game for Gray Gilbert. Second one, Harris up and no. I'm not even sure it hit the rim. So make a mental note of that, Connor. That's who you want to put at the free throw line at the end of the game if you need it. Holmes, the basketball against Johnson. Paisley, kick out to Mesa. In the corner, Mia Clark. She launches a quick three. Short. Might have been partially blocked. Here comes Jocelyn James the other way. Out front they go, Gibson. Gibson traveled, no call. Gibson stop and pop from 3, no good. Rebound, ball on the floor. Ball batted around inside. Gibson came out with it, gets the bucket, and Paisley Holmes is going to get nailed for the foul. Lincoln right now is really struggling with the quickness of Sterling. Paisley Holmes, that is her first foul. And going to the line, Olivia Gibson, after making the bucket, that makes it 24-19. She put the lead back to 6. Nope. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the half. Schneider, left side Lily Holmes to Paisley. The handoff was messed up. And again, having trouble with the quickness of Sterling. Paisley drives in, throws it up and no good. And I think Johnson will get called for the foul. Foul on Brenley Johnson, and Paisley Holmes, the freshman, going to go to the free throw line. Up and no good. Back of the iron. Exactly 2 minutes on the clock. Lincoln down 24-19. Paisley Holmes can make it 24-20, and she does. So Paisley Holmes with her first points of the basketball game. Sterling in the backcourt, working against the Lincoln press. Jalen to Jocelyn. Jocelyn back to Jalen, almost to a backcourt call, and stolen by Paisley Holmes. Paisley, pass off to Lily, and Jocelyn just basically tackled her and should be called. Oh my goodness, they gave the timeout. So it is a, let's see if it's a 30 or full. It looks like it is a, nope. It is a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here. Tell you about many of our fine sponsors that we missed from last game. Elkhart, Crofton, Lake Fork Fertilizer is your local source for all your fertilizer, ag, chemical, and custom application needs. At Lake Fork, contact Clay at 217-792-3397. In Elkhart, call Chris at 217-947-2221. And at Croft, give Mark or Eric a call, 217-445-2631. Me Realty, whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street, or go online to merealty.com. And we apologize for the short pregame. We were unable to get to the Me Realty list of the game, but you can probably figure it out. Defense, 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 rebounding, and dealing with their quickness are going to be the three keys to this basketball game going down the stretch. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance as well as coverage for your home. 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Sterling inbounds the ball in the backcourt. And now they use a triangle to break the press. Jocelyn in the corner. Gibson drives in. Nice pass inside. And they get it to Jalen James for a 5-footer. She nails it. It's 26-20. Minute and a half to go. Left side, Lily Holmes. Lily, handoff to Paisley. Paisley going to drive it in against Johnson again. Paisley, an offensive foul. Are you kidding me? Paisley Holmes called for an offensive foul. And Lincoln down 26-20 with a minute 12 to go. Jalen in the corner, wide open was Gibson. Out front, Jocelyn, Jalen. Jocelyn, Gibson in the corner. Gibson going to drive it in, back out front, Jalen. They go inside Harris. It's free throw line. In the corner, Johnson. She'll launch up a three, and it goes in. Brenley Johnson, the sophomore, nails another three out of the right corner. And just like that, it's 29-20. Schneider out front. Lincoln having trouble getting away from them on defense, and the ball batted away again, and a jump ball called, and it'll stay Lincoln basketball. Lincoln having trouble hanging on to the basketball here. .3 on the clock. Mason McLeod to inbound in front of the Sterling bench to Schneider. And Schneider will set up Lincoln's offense. Schneider around the screen from Clark. Handoff McLeod. Mesa gets it to Lily. Lily going to drive baseline. Lilly lost the basketball. Back to Mesa. 3 on the way. Is it? Nope, short. Mesa goes for the basketball and all over Green, and no call on Mason McLeod. That could have been a foul. Here they come the other way. 3 on the way and a foul called. We were blocked off and people jumped out of the stands. Let's see if that's going to be, it'll be a 3-shot foul with 1.1 on the clock. And I think Grace, was it a foul on Grace? Foul was on Mesa McLeod, they say. That is her second. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw up, no good. And the third free throw is up and good, so it's 31-20, 1.1 on the clock. And Lincoln inbounds, length of the floor to go. McLeod to inbound, she throws it into Paisley. Paisley will throw up a 60-footer. Oh, and it hit the back of hit the backboard, right at the square. Too hard though. And at the end of the half, it is Sterling 31 and Lincoln 20. We will be back in 2 minutes with the Grau Incorporated halftime show. You're listening to Lady Railer basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Elkhart Croft and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, Heritage Packaging, Modern Brake and Alignment, Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Masonry, Collision Concepts, State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, The Johnson Family, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, United Community Bank, Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni, Rocking G Land and Cattle. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball.
We are back at Reagan Middle School. We're at halftime. Sterling leads Lincoln 31-20. Lincoln was up 16-14 at the end of one quarter and only scored 4 points in the second quarter, while Sterling outscored them 17-4. Thus the 31-20 lead. We can go down the scoring for you, at least for Lincoln's Lady Rail Splitters. Mia Clark, the 5'9 senior, has a bucket and a three-pointer for 5. Grace Schneider has 5 points on 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Mesa McLeod has 3 points on 1 3. Greg Gilbert has a bucket for 2. Paisley Holmes has a free throw, 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 1. And Grace Biven with a bucket and 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 4 points. Lincoln in just a little bit of foul trouble. Mia Clark has 2. Lily Holmes has 1. Grace Schneider, no fouls. Mesa McLeod, 2. Greg Gilbert has 3. Paisley Holmes 2, and Grace Biven has 1. For Sterling, Jocelyn James has 2 fouls. Olivia Gibson won, Brentley Johnson won, Nia Harris won, and Jocelyn Green won. And if you're watching there on the YouTube channel, you can see Sterling is very quick. They're not very tall, but they're very quick. They handle the basketball fairly well, and they can shoot the basketball. So far, they haven't shot it particularly well from the free throw line, but they've been able to get inside and riddle the Lincoln defense inside and get some easy buckets. Again, up 31-20. We are going to take an extended timeout here on the Grau Incorporated halftime show. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for about a 4-minute break. And when we come back, we'll wrap up the Grau Incorporated halftime show and start the second half. You're listening to Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out their website, merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. See what Mark Gordon and the Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer team can do for you. Call 217-445-2631. Heritage Packaging in Lincoln, offering top-notch products and value-driven solutions for Central Illinois. Heritage Packaging offers the right packaging right on time. Learn more online at welchpkg.com or call 217-735-4406. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964, offering full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Stop by the shop at 1000 Commercial Park in Lincoln. Call 217-628-7650 or learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers! Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's Coffee with the Mayor events to ask questions and learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and times. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Experience the difference with Collision Concepts. State Farm Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and he's got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of the Lincoln Lady Railer basketball program for more than 50 years.
Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wagers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com.
United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, call 217-737-7581. LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Once a railer, always a railer. Rocking G Land and Cattle, Central Illinois source for superior shorthorn beef cattle genetics. Give Mark a call at 217-737-7905 or call Sheldon at 217-737-7787. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball.
Wrapping up the Growl Incorporated halftime show. We're just about ready to start the second half. Sterling's Lady Warriors, Golden Lady Warriors, getting themselves fired up in their huddle. Remind you that we have a plethora of basketball here on WLCN this weekend. The boys will be in action tomorrow night down at the Collinsville Schnucks Holiday Classic. I'll be missing the chocolate milk down there along with Reese Connick's birthday celebration. I still haven't recovered from the time Chuck Miller beat me badly in bowling down there, and I want a rematch. Darren Worth and Josh Connick with the action. I think Lloyd Kirby is handling the camera work down in Collinsville as well. Getting ready to start the second half here. And Sterling will have the basketball to start the second half up 31-20. And Lincoln's going to have to find a way to deal with their quickness because right now it is the difference in the basketball game. Gibson, right side, inside Green. They're getting on the baseline. Gibson, they throw it back out front. Jocelyn James. Jocelyn, Jalen. Jocelyn, back to Jalen. You folks who have been around boys basketball for a long time, this kind of reminds me, this is like the girls' version of those Peoria Manual teams that Lincoln faced during the mid-'80s. Not very big, but quick, and they can shoot the basketball. Well coached. Gibson, out front Jocelyn. They're wanting to work the Lincoln defense a little bit here and work some clock as well. Jocelyn, Jalen, they tried to throw it inside. Ball batted away, and they came out with it. Their quickness again. In the corners, Gibson. Gibson against Clark. Gibson drives in, out front Jocelyn. Jocelyn, 20-footer, top of the key, short. Rebound off of Mia Clark's hands. Mia chased it down in the corner and gets it to Grace Snyder. Snyder across the timeline. Right side, Clark. Clark out front, Gray Gilbert. Gilbert, Snyder. Snyder, Mesa. Mesa thought about the three, kick in the corner, Holmes. Lilly drives baseline. Lilly against Gibson, throws it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, throws it up, and a foul finally called into the bucket. The foul on Olivia Gibson, that is her second. And Lily Holmes, the senior, going to go to the free throw line with 2 shots. 6:40 to go here in quarter number 3. First one up and no good, around and out. Second one for lovely Lily Holmes at the free throw line. Up and no good, missed them both. Green comes out with a rebound, and that hurts. Jocelyn James to Jalen, left side. They go into corner, Green. Green looks Gibson baseline. Back out front, Jalen. Jalen going to drive against the Lincoln defense. Baseline, Green. She got inside the Lincoln defense. Throws up a left-handed shot. No good. Ball batted around. And Jocelyn James comes out of there with it. Jocelyn, cross-court, Jalen, and they'll reset. Jalen. Out front, Gibson. Gibson, corner, Green. Green. And the James girls catch with it out front. Gibson. Gibson going to drive in the lane. Jalen. Jalen back to Gibson in the corner. Jocelyn. Jocelyn baseline, Green. Green stepped on the baseline. That was a good call. The referee caught it. And on the turnover, Lincoln has the basketball. Down 31-20. 5:42 to go here in the third. Snyder drives right side, lost the basketball off of her feet, out of bounds. Right now, mistakes killing the Lincoln Lady Railers here in the opening part of the third quarter. James, both of them in the backcourt. Now they finally cross the timeline. Kick it across Gibson. Gibson, quick move. Gibson pass to Green, no. And a kick is called, even though Lincoln stole the ball. So they'll have the ball inbounds under their own basket. They kick it into Harris. Harris, 5-footer up, no good. Rebound, Lily Holmes with it. Lily batted from behind, and Harris, I think, is going to get called for the foul, or it's Jocelyn James. Let's see which one it is. Harris gets called for the foul. Nia Harris, that is her second foul. The second here on Sterling in the third quarter. They kick it inbounds to Greg Gilbert. Gilbert out to Schneider. Grace sets the offense again. Right side, Lily Holmes. Lily had it batted out of her hands by Gibson, but it'll stay Lincoln basketball. Again, Lincoln struggling with the quickness. Sterling's very quick and very aggressive on defense. Schneider. Right side, Lily Holmes. Lily out front, Mesa. Mesa, 20-footer out front. No. Rebound goes to Harris. Harris quickly up the floor. Green inside. Green turns, fires up, no good. A rebound, Mia Clark. And it could have been a foul there on Lincoln. Quickly ahead of the pack, Lily Holmes. Lily fights for the basketball, and a jump ball called. It stays Green basketball, so it stays Lincoln basketball under their basket. What's the call here? Let me see. Do they have the possession arrow wrong? Not so sure that they don't. Okay. They've reset the clock to 4:45, so apparently there was some discrepancy in the clock. Mesa looking to inbound. She got to get it inbounds, gets it into Gilbert, and they stole the ball away. Jocelyn out front, Gibson. Gibson to Jalen James. Jalen. Jocelyn left side, didn't take the three, stops baseline, 15-footer up, no good. Ball on the floor, and a jump ball called. And it'll stay Sterling basketball this time. Grace Biven into the basketball game for Lincoln. Greg Gilbert going to take a seat. 4:22 to go here in the third. And nobody has scored. Jalen. Harris drives in the lane. Jocelyn running one-hander up, no good. Rebound, Green skied in there for it. Harris, 10-footer up and no good. Rebound on the floor, Mia Clark chases it down. Mia up the floor to Mesa McLeod. Mesa back to Mia Clark. Clark going to drive in. Clark to Biven. Biven left side. Biven going to drive it in. Biven, Lily, 20-footer top of the key, no good, short. Rebound, here comes Jocelyn James on the run. Jocelyn around McLeod, drives in, 10-footer up, no good, and she was knocked to the floor. Lily Holmes ahead of the pack. Lily up and good. Sterling wanted a foul there, and I'm not so sure they're not right. Sterling still in the backcourt. Jalen James, count is on. They finally get it across the timeline to Gibson. Gibson in the corner, Jocelyn James. She'll launch up a three, rainbow three, up no good. Mia Clark to rebound. Gets it to Snyder. 31-22, 3:17 on the clock. Snyder going to drive it in. Snyder kick out Lily. Mia Clark left side three up, no good. Rebound, battle for it. Grace Biven comes out of there with it. Grace kick out Mesa, three on the way, no good. Air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Paisley Holmes in the basketball game. Lily Holmes going to take a seat. Brentley Johnson back in the basketball game for Sterling. Watch her. She can shoot the basketball. Paisley Holmes nearly stole in the backcourt. They're still in the backcourt. The James girls passing it back and forth. Still in the backcourt. And a 10-second call. Lincoln's press gets a 10-second call against Sterling. 2:48 to go here in the third. Lincoln down 9, 31-22. Lincoln inbounds to Paisley Holmes. Paisley, right side Mia Clark. Mia out front, Grace Biven. Biven left side Paisley. Paisley going to try and take Johnson. Paisley does take her to the hole. Reverse layup, threw it up wild. No good. Jocelyn James had the board and lost it out of bounds. It'll stay Lincoln basketball. They go into Biven. Biven, Clark, into corner McLeod. Mesa can't get the shot off. Mesa out front Mia. Mia, nice little shake and bake move. Mia drives to the hole and got the foul. Foul was on Nia Harris. That'll be her third, and Mia Clark to the free throw line. Clark, first one up and good. First points of the second half for Mia Clark. Give her 6 on the evening. 5'9" senior at the free throw line, averaging 14 a game. Isaac, second one up and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Give Mia 7 and Lincoln down 7, 31-24. Jocelyn James still in the backcourt. Nearly travel basketball. Jalen back to Jocelyn. Jocelyn finally gets it across the timeline. They go in the corner. Johnson. Johnson defended by Biven. Johnson back out front. Jalen. Jalen, Jocelyn. 2:04 to go here. They go inside Harris, and Biven, I think, is... Oh, and Paisley Holmes got hit in the head by an elbow. I think Grace Biven's going to end up with the foul here. Let's see. Grace Biven with the foul. That is her first. And the first on Lincoln here of the third quarter with 2:01 to go. Lily Holmes back in for Paisley as Paisley's going to take a seat after taking a shot to the head. Jalen inbounds. Jalen kick back out to Jocelyn. Jocelyn, Gibson out front. Lincoln extending the press, extending the 1-2-2 half-court defense. Johnson, shot over Clark, good. Brentley Johnson shot a 3 over Mia Clark and nailed it. 34-24, the lead back to 10. Schneider into the front court. Biven posted up. Clark thought about the 3. She's going to drive in the lane again. Clark, layup time, no good. And Biven fought for the rebound and got a jump ball called. And on the alternating possession, it stays Green basketball. So Mesa will inbound underneath the Lincoln basket. McLeod gets it into Clark. 3 on the way. Bang, a Collision Concepts 3. And Mia Clark nails a 3 out of the left corner. Make it 34-27. The lead back to 7. Jalen James across Jocelyn. Traveled the basketball, and the official caught it late, but he got it. So with 1:09 to go, Lincoln down 7 could chip a little bit more into that lead. Mesa inbound to Grace, and Grace will work in the backcourt. Now across the timeline of the center circle. Left side, Mia. Mia gets it to Lily. Lily goes inside Grace. Grace left-handed turnaround up, no good. Fights for the basketball with Gibson, and here comes Olivia Gibson the other way. I think Lincoln got the shot they wanted, but Grace just couldn't get it down. Schneider nearly steals the basketball out front. And it looks like Sterling may be content to play for the last shot here of the third quarter, or at least get a layup. Jocelyn James out front. And Lincoln almost in a man-to-man right now, trying to put more pressure on the basketball. Jalen James out front, 12 seconds on the clock. Jalen going to drive in, gets it to Harris. Harris throws up a shot, no good. Rebound Clark. Clark's got Lily ahead of the pack, and Clark lost the basketball. Ball on the floor, knocked around. Jocelyn James, a wild shot, and it was almost a field goal. At the end of 3 quarters, it is Sterling 34 and Lincoln 27. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
We scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
Kevin, I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Sterling will have the basketball to be in quarter number 4, up 7, 34-27. Final 8 minutes on the clock to decide who wins Pool D here of the 47th annual Dixon Girls Christmas Holiday Classic. Gibson goes baseline. Green throws it inside Harris. Harris traveled the basketball. No call. Jalen James 3 on the way. Back of the iron. No good. Ball on the floor, and Grace Snyder was able to pick it up. Grace very alert. Lincoln a chance to cut further into this lead. Schneider drives in. Layup time. Got it. Grace a little stutter step, and the defense froze. She recognized it, took it in. 34-29. Jalen James the other way. Out front, Jocelyn. Jocelyn and Sterling has shown the propensity to slow the game down. Harris and Lily Holmes having a battle at the free throw line for position. Green's going to drive in baseline against Mia Clark. And ball stripped away, and Mia took it away. And a jump ball is going to go Lincoln's way. So Lincoln inbounds, length of the floor to go. Good defense by Mia Clark on the interior to strip the ball away from Jocelyn Green. Schneider, left side, Bivin, and nobody was there to pass it to. I think that was a broken play. Lily Holmes, I think maybe was supposed to be there. Ball on the floor, and Lily's going to get called for a foul. First foul on Lily Holmes, and the first foul of the fourth quarter on either team. Sterling inbound under their basket. They kick it out to Jocelyn, and Grace Snyder nearly poked the ball away. Harris chased it down in the front court. And now they're going to spread the floor. In the corner they go, Gibson. Green baseline. Green throws it back out, Jalen in the corner, Gibson traveled, no call. She throws it to Green. Green left-handed shot up, no good. Rebound Clark to McLeod to Schneider. Lincoln down 5, 6:11 to go on the clock. Schneider across the timeline. Schneider again. Tries to drive around Jocelyn James. Bivin posted up. Schneider drives in. And nothing there. Again, Lincoln struggling with the quickness. Schneider, Jocelyn James bumps her. And that'll be the first foul of the fourth quarter on Sterling. And the third on Jocelyn James. Brentley Johnson back in the basketball game. Nia Harris going to take a seat. Correction, Olivia Gibson taking a seat. Lincoln to inbounds. Mesa, they get it to Bivin. Going to drive in. Bivin, ball batted away. Ball on the floor. Green comes out with it, and here they come on the run. Lincoln gets back on defense. Jocelyn James throws up a wild one-hander. Nearly went in. Lily Holmes comes out with a rebound. Lily to Grace Snyder. Schneider around the Bivin screen. Clark, 25-footer, no good. Back of the iron. Bivin goes for the rebound, almost called for a foul. And James comes out of there with it. James against McLeod. And Mesa's going to get called for a foul, and I think she's got a point here because Jocelyn James is throwing elbows out here. Jalen James to inbound to Jocelyn. Jocelyn works baseline. Jocelyn step back 15-footer, good. She can play. Nice one-on-one move, and that makes it 36-29. Lincoln's had several opportunities to cut that lead even further. Clark, right side, out front, Bivin. Snyder looking for the cutter, out front, Mesa in the corner, Mia. Mia, spin move on the baseline, was mugged, no call, and here they come the other way. Jalen, wide open three out of the left side, good. And that'll take the lead back to 10. And a timeout going to be taken by Corey Farmer. And we will send it back to the WLCN studios for a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Lady Reeler Basketball on 96.3.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
Well, folks, Lincoln cut the lead to 5 at one point, but a series of turnovers and a couple of missed shots, and Sterling able to come back down and put 5 more points on the board, puts Lincoln down 10 again. So the girls are in a pretty big hole right here against a very good basketball team. And Lincoln will have the basketball, 4:30 to go on the clock. Mia Clark across the timeline against Harris, right side Schneider. Schneider around the Bivens screen. Schneider going to drive it in, running one-hander, throws it up, and Jocelyn James, I think, just got nailed for foul number 4. She did. So Grace Schneider will go to the free throw line. Grace was 7 on the evening. And a chance to add to that and cut back into the lead with no time running off the clock. Schneider, 5'3" senior, eyes it up and good. Schneider with 8, looking for 9. Grace up and good, got them both. Cuts the lead to 8, 39-31, 4:19 to go. Lincoln pressing into backcourt. They've already got 1 10-second call against Sterling. They quickly get it in the front court to Johnson. Johnson against Biven. Johnson throws it back out, Jalen James. Jalen, Jocelyn. Jocelyn will throw up a 3, up and no good. Battle for the rebound. Biven comes out with it, and I'm not sure Sterling wanted that shot. 3:53 to go on the clock. Plenty of time. Right side, Clark into Biven. Biven, left-handed shot up and good. Grace Biven weaved her way through, and Kevin McHale style made the left-handed layup, 39-33. That is 6 for Grace Biven. Sterling in the backcourt, still in the backcourt. Now they finally get it across the timeline against the Lincoln defense. Mesa McLeod, they trap in the corner. Out front, Jocelyn in the corner, Johnson back out front, Jalen. Harris, free throw line. Harris goes in the corner, Gibson drives in, back out front, Jocelyn, 3:10 on the clock. Lincoln down 6, 39-33. Gibson in the corner. Sterling running some clock here. Out front, Jocelyn trapped, in trouble. Jocelyn going to drive it in, pushing off all the way, up and no good. Rebound, Clark comes out of there with it. Schneider, big possession here for Lincoln's ladies. To Clark, Holmes at the elbow, inside Biven, lobs it in over her head, and that turnover hurts. Quickly they come the other way. Jocelyn back out front, Gibson, Jalen, Harris, free throw line. Jalen, 2:20 on the clock, and a pushing foul out front on Paisley Holmes, and that'll be 3 on Paisley Holmes. So 3 fouls on Lincoln. 1 more to give before they can put Sterling at the free throw line. They get into Jocelyn. Jocelyn trapped. Jocelyn runs in. She doesn't even look at the shot. Gibson 3 out of the corner, up, no good. Rebound, Paisley comes out with it. Paisley needs to watch behind her. Paisley going to take it all the way. Lays it up and in. Paisley Holmes, 39-35, 2:02, and we got a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. Let's tell you about some of our fine sponsors. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. You think Brad gives away free bricks if you go? I doubt it. I probably shouldn't have said that. Somebody will walk in there and I'll get in trouble. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964 with full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers. And how about Grandpa Keith Johnson? Grandpa Keith, we love you. Saw that you were working in the kitchen making cookies for the girls. Hopefully they can pull out this victory for you with 2:02 on the clock. And Lincoln down 39-35. Sterling will have the basketball, length of the floor to go. They get it into Johnson, Jalen James, Lincoln pressing in the backcourt. Johnson going to bring it across the timeline against the Lincoln defense, and Snyder stole the basketball away. Oh, Grace had Paisley Holmes ahead of the pack. She didn't see her. Snyder bring it into the front court. A huge possession here for Lincoln's ladies. Paisley out front, Mesa. Mesa turned to fire the 3, gets it to Paisley. Paisley tried to drive in with a stutter step. They run Clark baseline, and another timeout taken by Corey Farmer. This one will also be a 30-second timeout. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with 2 convenient locations locally to serve you and many others throughout Central Illinois. In Lincoln, stop by 818 Woodlawn Road or 111 North Sangamon Street in Lincoln, or go online to hbtbank.com. Heartland Community College, serving Lincoln where you don't have to go far to go far. Heartland is Lincoln's community college. Discover Heartland. Discover more. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Mayor of Lincoln, Tracy, and his wife, Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's monthly Coffee with the Mayor events to ask questions and learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and times. I'll bet Tracy's really busy right now with a proposed data center, maybe going into Logan County. Mason McLeod will inbound the basketball right in front of the Lincoln bench. Lincoln down 4, 39-35, 1:34 on the clock. Plenty of time. Don't have to get a 3 here. Can get a deuce. Paisley out front. Clark is the back cutter, and Harris stole a basketball. And a 30-second timeout was taken by Sterling. Me Realty, whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk in Lincoln, or go online to merealty.com. Our 3-point sponsor, Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, or find them online at collisionconceptsincorporated.com. Experience the difference with Collision Concepts. Brown Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953, located at 1905 North Kickapoo in Lincoln, locate 217-735-4444, or go online to growinc.com. So Sterling got the ball on the turnover, length of the floor to go. Lincoln's got a foul to give. Lincoln trying to get a 10-second call, and Jocelyn trying to get the ball across the center line, does to Johnson. Johnson throws it into Gibson, and now Gibson traveled with the ball, no call. They play it around the horn. Lincoln trying to get the ball, or foul, and a foul going to get called out front with 1:08 on the clock. Foul on Paisley Holmes. That is her 4th. And again, now Sterling will be in the super bonus. Lincoln trying to make something happen here on the inbounds play. Schneider going for the basketball, so is Paisley. And Sterling takes a timeout, and it'll be a full timeout. We will send it back to the WLCN studios for 60 seconds.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Did you see that? Whoa, we scored?
Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No, I'll call for a ride.
Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Minute 2 on the clock. Sterling the basketball in front of their own bench, and Lincoln down 39-35. They get it into Jocelyn James. Ball on the floor, stolen away by Mason McLeod, and Lincoln coming the other way. Schneider into the front court. Schneider against Jocelyn James, heads for the basket, up and no good. Bivin goes for the rebound. Gibson's got it, and here they come the other way in a hurry. Opportunity lost there for Lincoln. McLeod goes, and Clark went for the jump ball, and Sterling got a timeout before the jump ball was called. Jocelyn James got hit, it looks like, in the nose. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here. We'll set it for you. 39.1 seconds on the clock. 39-35, the Sterling lead. Sterling is in the super bonus. So shooting or not, any foul will put him at the line. Lincoln has shot free throws the girls have shot free throws very, very well tonight, only missing a couple on the whole evening. But they have really had a time trying to deal with Sterling's quickness. Sterling's a very, very good basketball team, and this has been a great game between two good basketball teams. Unfortunately, one of them has to come out on the short end. They get into Jocelyn James, and she falls down, and foul is being called. Foul was called, I believe, on Grace Snyder. That is the first on Grace Snyder, and Jocelyn James will go to the free throw line with 36-6 left on the clock. Chance to make it a 5 or 6 point game. Up and good. You can tell she's the straw that stirs the drink. She plays hard, handles the basketball, and can shoot it. And just like that, it is a 6.2 possession game. And now Sterling's going to throw on a press. Mesa to inbound. Mesa to Grace. Grace, and they're trying to make Lincoln use time in the backcourt. Gibson all over Grace. Grace with a great dribble. Grace gets it across the timeline. She's going to go to the hole. Grace throws it up and got it. Holy cow. Snyder to the bucket, made the layup and got the harm. Now there's some discussion at the scorer's bench, and the foul was on Nia Harris. That is her fourth. Substitutions coming in. Mason McLeod going to take a seat. Lily Holmes in. As Schneider goes to the free throw line to cut it to 3. Up and good. Almost a steal in the backcourt. Here they come the other way. Johnson back to Jocelyn. Jocelyn. Lincoln all over her, and Jocelyn got clipped in the neck, it looks like. But she's taking a beating here, and she got hit in the back of the head. 41-38, 15.9 on the clock. Lincoln nearly had a steal in the backcourt as Mesa at the scorer's table, set to come back in. And I guess they called the foul on Paisley Holmes. And Paisley, unfortunately, has fouled out. Jocelyn James, free throw line again, up and good. That'll make it a 2-possession game. James will eye it. Second one up and no good. Back in the iron, and they got the rebound. And that's going to hurt really bad. That just might do it. Jocelyn James against Mason McLeod. Mason going to commit the foul with 10.8 on the clock. That'll be 4 on Mason. Going to put James at the free throw line again. 42-38 to score. Up and good. 43-38. Second one. Eyes it up and good. Got them both. 44-38. Sterling up 6. McLeod to inbounds, and Sterling will press again. And a timeout taken, and it looks like Corey Farmer has taken a timeout. And it is a full timeout, so we'll take a quick timeout ourselves.
STEM is everywhere. Like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order Butterburgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
.8 on the clock. Mason McLeod to inbound. Length of the floor to go for Lincoln's Lady Rail Splitters. They get it to Lily Holmes. Lily quickly ahead to Grace. Grace going to drive. Grace stripped to the basketball, and that may do it. Sterling in the backcourt. They can dribble this one out, and Sterling is going to go on with a 44-38 win, a very hard-fought 44-38 win over Lincoln's Lady Rail Splitters. Both teams shaking hands. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, I'll have the Grau Incorporated postgame show. You've been listening to Lincoln Lady Railer basketball on WLCN 96.3.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Elkhart Croft and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, Heritage Packaging, Modern Brake and Alignment, Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Masonry, Collision Concepts, State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, The Johnson Family,
Simply Traveled Cruise Planners,
United Community Bank, Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni, Rocking G Land and Cattle. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball.
Welcome to the Ground Incorporated postgame show. We know it wasn't the result that you folks in Raider Nation wanted, but Lincoln goes 1-1 on the day. And I think right now, tentatively, we'll say they finished second in Pool D. That being the case, it appears that they would play tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. over at Dixon High School against the second place team from Pool C, and we have no idea who that was. It could have been Newman Catholic. Stillman Valley beat them, and I believe Newman Catholic did beat Rock Island Alleman earlier. So I think it may have been Newman Catholic that ended up in second place pool. But just check the Facebook pages for We Are Raider Nation, WLCN, and Lincoln Lady Raider Basketball for exactly who the opponent will be tomorrow and the exact time. But we'll have it here on WLCN 96.3 FM. Again, Lincoln goes down to a very good Sterling team, one that could be one of the forces to reckon with coming out of the North come tournament time. Lincoln going to drop to 9-4, and Sterling going to go to 9-2. As Sterling wins at 44-38. And you got to say, folks, if you watch the game or listen, Lincoln had a bunch of chances there in the third and fourth quarter. Unfortunately, some mistakes, some turnovers. And you just can't make those kind of mistakes against a really good basketball team, coughing up the basketball or having turnovers. But give credit to Sterling, their defense, their quickness, their ability to shoot the basketball, and their discipline. Again, if you're as old as I am, kind of reminds you of some of the Peoria Manual boys teams that Lincoln's boys and Lauren Wallace faced. Very hard to beat a good, quick, disciplined basketball team, and that is what Lincoln faced here tonight at Dixon in the final game of the day here at Dixon, at least at the middle school. We can go ahead and give you the scoring as we have it, and hopefully it adds up to 38. Hey, if you want accuracy, read Tina Lowry's articles in the Lincoln Daily News. Mia Clark had 10 points, 2 threes, a bucket, and 2 free throws. Lily Holmes had a bucket for 2. Grace Snyder, what a game she played. She had 12 points. She only had 2 buckets, but she ended up, as I've calculated it, 8 of 9 from the free throw line for 12 points. So Grace Snyder with a whale of a basketball game, and she had to face a very physical defender in Jocelyn James. Mason McLeod was able to get 1 3-pointer to go in tonight. She had 3. Gray Gilbert had a bucket for 2. Paisley Holmes had a free throw and a bucket for 3 points, and Grace Biven off the bench had 2 buckets and 2 free throws for 6. That wraps up the scoring for Lincoln's Lady Railers. The Lady Railers missed 3 free throws on the evening. They had, we'll count them up, let's see, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13 of 16 by my calculation from the free throw line. So good free throw shooting tonight by Lincoln's Lady Rail Splitters. We're waiting for Corey Farmer to join us here on the Ground Incorporated postgame show. And we'll try and wrap it up with him very quickly so he can get those girls on the bus and get them back home. Again, we believe they will play at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon. Again, check WLCN online. Listen to the cheap seats in the morning. Lincoln's boys will be playing tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. against Granite City, and they got no favors in the draw down in Collinsville because a second-round matchup could be looming with highly rated Decatur MacArthur if Lincoln gets past Granite City in the first round. Let's go ahead and send it back to our WLCN studios. We'll take a 2-minute break. Hopefully when we come back, we'll have Corey Farmer on the postgame. You're listening to Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
STEM is everywhere. Like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
One of the deadliest mass shootings in U.S. history at Post nightclub in Orlando.
Walking into the building for the first time after the shooting, it was crippling, but it had to be preserved. If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love in its rawest form.
Coach Corey Farmer has joined me here on the Grau Incorporated postgame show. And, Coach, I know it wasn't the result that you wanted, but I got to say the kids played really hard tonight. Sterling's a heck of a basketball team. I mentioned on air, because I'm a lot older than you, in the 80s, Lincoln's boys faced Peoria Manual. They weren't big, but they were quick, they were disciplined, and they could shoot the basketball. And Sterling kind of reminded me of that kind of team here tonight. They were quick, they could shoot, they were disciplined. Your girls hung in there and actually had chances there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I thought we did too. Second quarter killed us. You know, we turned it over quite a few times. I think we only had one, maybe two field goals in the second quarter. You know, we kind of looked timid there in the second, which I didn't quite understand, because they came out of the game and they played really hard at the beginning. Rebounds really hurt us in the first half. Now, I thought, you know, credit to the girls, they clawed back in the second half. They gave everything they had and had a chance to, you know, get back in the game there.
By my calculations, your team was 13 of 16 at the free throw line. I think Grace Schneider was 8 of 9. She played a whale of a basketball game. She dealt with the physicality. Jocelyn James is a heck of a ball player, and she's very physical, and she bumped and banged Grace most of the night, and Grace handled it very well.
Yeah, I thought she did too. You know, that's their game. You know, their pressure, they're in your face, they're quick, you know, and I thought we did a decent job of containing them.
That's something that, you know, even though you didn't win the basketball game, you can learn a lot from this basketball game and get a lot of experience, because quickness isn't something you can duplicate in practice.
No, there's not much of that on our team. You know, we got kids that play hard, but we don't have speed like that. And you're right. You know, this is something that hopefully the kids can learn from. And I was proud of them. You know, we could have packed up in the third quarter and you know, down 10, 11 at halftime and just called it a game. You know, playing, heck, what did we play, an hour and a half ago, you know, with the other game. So proud of the girls, you know, but we got things we can build on from this one.
So you go 1-1 here, and I said you probably, I know you'd rather go 2-0, but you go 1-1. It looks to me like you're going to play for second place between you and Pool C. Is that the way it looks to you?
Yeah, I'm assuming we're going to play Newman.
That's what I would have thought, that it was Newman Catholic that would come out of there.
Yeah.
So we believe we play at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon here.
That's
at high school.
Yeah, that's how I saw it. And I think we're playing Newman. It would be my guess. I think Stillman beat them right before us, so they're going to be the 2 seed. Yeah. And Newman beat Allman earlier today, so we'll play Newman, which is they're a good team. They're physical. They play really hard. They're well coached. I mean, it'll be another tough game.
Newman Catholic, I watched them play. At least size-wise, you should match up fairly well with them.
Yeah, 2 games in a row where we're not tiny out there, which is shocking.
Well, they're a good basketball team, but they won't present the quickness problems that Sterling did for you here tonight.
No, but they do play hard, which, you know, is a tough thing to play against. But, you know, I told Grace before the game, I said, you know, this might be the only game all season you got somebody that she might be shorter than you out there guarding you tonight.
Well, as coach, a tough basketball game, and it's one of those where you go, man, that's you go out with your head held high, but sometimes you replay it in your mind and go, if we just, one thing here or one thing there, maybe, not a turnover here or something here, you kind of, don't beat yourself up too bad because your team played a heck of a basketball game tonight.
Yeah, you sound like me talking to Coach walking to the locker room. Why'd I call that play there? We had a look, we missed it, and then, the free throw really hurt us there at the end, them getting the offensive rebound. But we had chances, and the kids, they played really hard. We moved the press up a little bit, and they fought and clawed back, and we had some good looks there at the end. They just didn't go down.
Well, again, Sterling's going to be a type of basketball team that's going to do some damage in the postseason. And your team, with this type of experience and the schedule they're playing, has a real opportunity to do some damage in the postseason as well because of the experience you're getting here and the fact that you can build on this and continue to improve.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's why we schedule these games. We want to come up here, we want to play against some of the best competition, and that's what we're preparing for, is for the postseason. So,
if this was college, there'd be a coach screaming at an athletic director, "You scheduled me too tough."
Yeah. Well, I let Shaner know about it a couple weeks ago. It was shocking that we got Christian and then Sterling. Of course, you guys didn't want to play them.
Well, hey, that's the way it goes. You just got to lace them up and play them, bud.
That's right. If you want to win, you got to beat everybody. So,
all right, we're going to let you get going. We know you want to get on the bus and get back home because you got to get back here tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the postgame show. We appreciate it, man.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that's going to wrap it up with Coach Corey Farmer on the Ground Incorporated postgame show. Again, Lincoln splits today here, winning over Rockford Christian 53-35, and then going down to a very good Sterling basketball team, 44-38 here at Dixon. So it appears that we will play Newman Catholic tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 over at Dixon High School. If you're interested in coming up, be plenty of room over at Dixon High School. Connor and I will be enjoying the hospitality area, which sits right behind our broadcast location. So for station manager Jim Ash, for Karen, thank you, Karen, for all you did working through our problems today. We do appreciate it. For Lloyd Kirby, social media and marketing manager, who's got to head to Collinsville. Again, the boys will be in action at Collinsville tomorrow night at 7:30, so there won't be any conflict between the boys and girls game. For all of our fine sponsors, for Connor Shaw, running things here expertly and engineering things here on site, this is Jay Harden signing off. Lincoln goes 1-1 here today at Dixon, and we'll be on the air tomorrow afternoon with the game against Newman Catholic. Good night, and thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game. Located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out their website, merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. See what Mark Gordon and the Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer team can do for you. Call 217-445-2631. Heritage Packaging in Lincoln, offering top-notch products and value-driven solutions for Central Illinois. Heritage Packaging offers the right packaging right on time. Learn more online at welchpkg.com or call 217-735-4406. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964, offering full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Stop by the shop at 1000 Commercial Park in Lincoln. Call 217-628-7650 or learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers!
Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's Coffee with the Mayor events to ask questions and learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and times.
Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Experience the difference with Collision Concepts. State Farm Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and he's got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of the Lincoln Lady Railer basketball program for more than 50 years.
Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wagers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com.
United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, call 217-737-7581. LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Once a railer, always a railer. Rocking G Land and Cattle, Central Illinois source for superior shorthorn beef cattle genetics. Give Mark a call at 217-737-7905 or call Sheldon at 217-737-7787. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCN on